Hello, and welcome to Creating Small Changes that may make a big difference. This training is sponsored by Libraries Transforming Communities, which is a special grant for small and rural communities that the Millstadt Library is a part of. And I am from Abilities Behavior Services, which is a division of Trinity Services. My name is Lauren Behme. I'm a board certified behavior analyst and a licensed behavior analyst. I have 19 years in the field of applied behavior analysis, either as a BCBA or as an RBT. And I have 8 years with Abilities, a division of Trinity. So, a quick overview. This is part of a 5-part series where we will be going over how to create space in your mind, your house, with others, at work, and in your community. We completed how to create space in your mind in November. For December, we will be looking at your house. So, why is creating space important? It's better for our mental health, our personal health, care of others, and our relationship with others. So, let's talk about your physical space. It can look like your bedroom, any other space in your house or out in your community that you can call yours. It's where you live. And even if it's just a chair or a window, oftentimes people just love looking out the window at what's going on outside or sitting in a favorite comfortable chair, whether it be reading a book, watching TV, talking with people, scrolling on your phone. Those are all places that is part of your physical space that you can call yours. But what are some common issues that may come up when either creating a space in your house that is beneficial for your mental health, or maybe you're not able to adequately use that space? So, what if you struggle to find a space to call yours in your house? We're going to be going over how to kind of combat that issue. How do you find a place that's allotted just for you time? How do you find time to be in that space or use it for quiet time or as a recharging or relaxing time? And then how do you set boundaries for yourself and others when in your space? And this could be for your kids, your significant others, maybe if animals in your house try to take over that space. So, first and foremost, how do we find space in our house? We first want to think about and carve out an area that can be yours. Now, think about things in your house, rooms in your house. What is your favorite place to be? Now, in that place, is there a place where you seem to be the most calm, the most productive, the most recharged and relaxed? Oftentimes, people might think that that's a bedroom or that that's maybe in your kitchen, or maybe in your another living room or a den type of area where you have a favorite chair, um, anything that can be considered yours. And it can be a shared space, not to say that you have to have a room or something that is only yours. And it can be temporary or moved when needed. So maybe we have, like, for instance, a yoga mat. And that's a space that can be yours because when you practice yoga, that is dedicating time for yourself to work on your mental health, to maybe work on flexibility or, relaxation in a certain way. So it doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy something or rearrange the house to make finding space doable in your house. So, how do you find allotted time just for you? And if you're listening to this and you are a parent with one or multiple kids, you can kind of surmise that it is difficult to find time just for you. It's hard, but it is not impossible. So the time can be waking up early before anybody else in the house is awake. Typically, the house could be quiet, could be dark. That could be perfect for finding something to do, even if it's nothing. Maybe it's just sitting in a chair, or maybe it's looking out the window while you're drinking coffee. That could be time that's just for you uh, to maybe start your day and be feeling your best. Also, finding time just sitting in your car before you go into work or before going inside of a place for 5 minutes, that could be a great time too. So, sitting in your car before work or before going inside for at least 5 minutes, maybe you are talking to yourself about things that you need to do for your day. You could be talking through the things that you know that are going to go well today. Any time that you can take to kind of get yourself ready for the next thing. And if you are a parent with very small children or multiple children, you may need to talk with family to see how they can help out if you're needing time just for you away from the children. So we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but that doesn't mean that we're all the greatest at time management. So here's a quick clip from YouTube on some time management tips. What we lack is the skill of time management and organizing work. So today, let's find out together a few tips to manage your time. First, certain tasks, set a deadline. Yourself. So, as we wrapped up that time management video, yes, the focus was sort of geared towards productivity at the work site. However, a lot of those major um, concepts can be applied to within your household as well and managing your time and responsibilities in the household. And one of the big things that I want to touch on, and we'll talk more in depth later, is organization of your time and prioritizing things that best fit you. So I do find it beneficial to make a to do list where I actually do have time for me built in. Oftentimes, that time for me built in may be only 5 minutes or maybe something that is 10 minutes, but I can do in conjunction with something else. For example, um, I find skincare very important and also a bit therapeutic. So I may wear a facial mask while I'm washing dishes. Both things may be on my to do list. Yes, I am multitasking, but it doesn't require anything for me to do while I'm wearing that mask on my face. I just need to be aware of the clock and when it needs to come off. I also find a lot of satisfaction, and I'm sure other people do too, with checking off or crossing off, or if you're making an electronic to do list, deleting that item once it has been completed. It is a feeling of satisfaction for sure. And then prioritizing high need, low effort first, I seem tends to work better for me. So, for example, it may be very necessary to do laundry, and that might be a high need, but the effort could be very low. Carrying a basket or a hamper to the washing machine could be very low effort compared to high need might be painting an area in your house, but that's not necessarily low effort. So prioritizing the things that need to be done the most, but really don't take a lot of effort or time to even start them. And then I mentioned earlier, writing in time for yourself as part of that to-do list, all part of self-care. Making sure that your to-dos benefit you. Oftentimes, we may be pulled in by friends or family of asking for favors or asking to do something with your free time that is beneficial for them but may not be beneficial for you if you don't actually have the time to do those things. So that may be a conversation with a family member or a friend that you may be able to help them, but maybe the time frame is shorter, or maybe you're not doing as many tasks as they see fit. And then learning that not everything will go the way that you want it to. You may have a perfectly curated to do list, but it doesn't mean that everything on that to do list is going to get crossed off within a certain period of time. And then may not get finished at all. Some of us all have revolving to do lists. That's just a part of life. But we do need to accept that it's okay to put off things for another day. So setting boundaries. What if we do have space in our house where we find our where we find ourselves wanting to spend the most time and relax and recharge? But what if there are pets, kids, significant others that are kind of getting in the way of us being able to really fulfill that time that we have with ourselves? We need to be clear and consistent when letting others know when you need time for you. I really don't have much else to say on that. That's going to be a relationship, or that's going to be a conversation that will come up in a relationship with others. You know, with your significant other or with your kids. With a small child or small children, that may be difficult. But with older kids, I think that they would be able to understand the concept of I need 5 more minutes before I can, do this for you, or I need to read one more chapter of this book before I'm going to be up and ready to start my day. Show some images. These aren't particularly fun images, but they may bring up thoughts of clutter, disorganization, uncleanliness, kind of chaos. There's all kinds of things that could be said when you look at these images. And there is the famous, is a cluttered space a cluttered mind? So if we do live in spaces where there may be a lot of items, what does that do for our mental health? No, everyone's definition of cleanliness can differ. I'm not here to define cleanliness. I'm here to talk about what if your home's tidiness affects your mental health. And what if cleaning, decluttering, rearranging rooms is good for your mental health? I'm not the best to talk about this, so I am going to play a video from my psychologist on the effects of clutter and mental health. Sometimes we just have absolutely no idea how overwhelmed by our we actually are. They feel terrible. They notice that it's just but and that any of this could be advocated by our living space. The truth is that a chronically busy home or a disorganized can affect us way more than just annoying. Huge impact on our mental. We may not even have a clue how much this issue is impairing us because I'm hard to work on. And definitely check out my many realistic and manageable strategies. Focus and relax. And just being in this constant state of sensory.
I truly hope today's video inspires. And I would love to hear all about where you're at and all about your decluttering. So please let me know your thoughts. Know that you got this and that I'm
So, organization and cleaning. As we heard in the video by that psychologist, we know that the big hitters are stress, procrastination, and difficulty focusing um, can all come into play if we are living in a disorganized or maybe an unclean living situation. Every media platform contains videos or tutorials on how to organize, how to clean, the best products to use for cleaning, or just videos of watching somebody else clean something, which can be rather interesting and potentially satisfying to watch as well. That might be motivation enough for us to get up and want to clean something. If we see somebody cleaning their baseboards and how dirty they are, oh, I think I could clean my baseboards like that, and I'm sure mine are that dirty. But you need to find what fits best for you and your family. It's semi unreasonable to be cleaning all the time, and it is even more unreasonable to be living in a house that is spotless or super clean all the time or super organized. You are a person living in that space, so there can be some amount of clutter or disorganization. And stick with it. If you find something that does work with you, and your family and your lifestyle, and you're able to find even 30 minutes a day to clean a specific area, whether that's the kitchen after dinner, or maybe that's the bathroom before you shower, or something like that. That would be a great thing to continue with if it's working for you. And then encouraging other members of your household to help if you have a significant other or if you have kids, depending on the age range. I would encourage them to help take responsibility and ownership for the cleanliness of their space. It has been shown several times, either through personal um, anecdotes or from other people I have heard, that when they complete a cleaning or decluttering or organization task, they have a momentary, or maybe it's longer than momentary, feeling of success and accomplishment. And I'm sure you can think that the bigger or the more the job is, or the task of cleaning or decluttering is, the greater the satisfaction. So there could be a small key or could be a big key to overall mental health within your home. And I'm encouraging you, if you're listening to this and you would like to seek additional help, definitely seek professional help for hoarding situations, whether that be for yourself or for a family member or a friend. Large cleaning or organization jobs. Don't think that you're going to take on a whole house cleaning all by yourself within a day. That may be difficult, but maybe looking at hiring a personal organizer or a house cleaning team for something that's particularly large or difficult to maintain by yourself. And overall, if you're struggling to find time for yourself that you can come away with feeling better, whether that be stronger physically, mentally, spiritually, definitely seek out some professional help for finding how to be the best you, whether that be in your mind or in your home. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Lauren Behme, and my email address is listed below as lbeam@trinityservices.org. Thank you so much.